This video is for collectors over the age of 13. Before we continue, please note that this video will not be covering Superion, how to combine it, or any of the limb bots, just the Silverbolt base bot. Now that that's over with, let's get to the figure. This is Age of the Primes Commander Class Silverbolt, a new Commander Class entry for 2025. This figure was a nice surprise because at the beginning of the year, I wasn't planning on collecting the aerial bots and forming Superion, but I got Slingshot, and Slingshot was awesome. I really liked him. So I decided to get Air Raid, and I liked him, and I grabbed Silverbolt, and I'm fully invested. I really like Silverbolt. He's a really fun figure. So if you are kind of like on the edge like I was, I think you should go for it. This is a really good set.
Accessories!
Silverbolt includes a little gun, a larger gun, and the chunk. The chunk is more for combination, but it also has some use in the robot and vehicle mode, which I'll show off later. Silverbolt is able to hold the gun in his hand, utilizing a 5mm port, and he can therefore be posed, as you saw earlier in the video, with the gun. Silverbolt can also store his gun on his back. Like I said earlier, the chunk is mostly used for combiner, but can also be used in the transformation segments, which I'll show. And the larger gun is also mostly a combination or accessory to the chunk more than it is for Silverbolt, but he can hold and utilize the larger gun.
Articulation!
Being that he is $90, is fairly posable. His plastic feels really good overall as well, but his head here is on a ball joint, so you can tilt it, quite a bit of tilt actually on it. You can look it down a little bit, it can look up just a little bit, and rotate all the way around in the little spot. Each arm can rotate all the way around on a universal joint. It can also go out on its universal joint. There's a mushroom peg so that it can have bicep rotation. A little bit over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, though there is no wrist joint because of how it transforms. He does, however, have a waist. They rounded the corners of the waist area so that it can rotate. His legs are on a universally slightly ratcheted joint, so they can kick forward that far. They can't kick back as much. They can rotate at the thigh. They have the regular knee, which goes about 90 degrees, but there's also a transformation joint you can use to get a full knee bend, if you want that. The foot can go forward. It can't go back, and there is pretty decent ankle pivot. So Silverbolt is very posable, which is very good. You can also change the wing configuration if you prefer the wings to be shown at all. Usually I have them like this. I'm using them back for purposes of the video, but usually I like the wings splayed out. The chunk
Robot configuration!
has a robot mode kind of configuration and a alt mode configuration. So I'm going to show you how to convert the chunk into its robot mode configuration. So to do that, you're going to start by taking the large gun that is included in the set, and you're going to fold up the handle, and that's the large gun prepped. Now we're going to grab the chunk here, bring it down so you guys can see. I'm going to open this chest area, untap that, and remove this piece of the chunk from the rest of the chunk. So now we're going to take this piece here. We're going to angle it like this, okay? And we're going to flip this panel and this panel down, and then we're going to take these edge pieces and rotate them all the way around so that it's like this. Now that we've got these little slots facing outwards, you can take it, line it up with pegs on the chunk, and place this on. And then to finish this wall robot mode configuration, You're going to take the gun, and the gun has these slots here. It'll go onto the slits that are... One sec. Okay, as I was saying before the chunk exploded, the gun will rest on these little slits at the very top of the chunk. And now the chunk has been converted into a wall of doom.
Transformation!
So, transformation of Silverbolt is actually fairly simple to do. So, let's get right into it. You're going to start by taking his heels, and you will flip them into his feet. Then we can come up to his chest here, and we can open that up. We can flip out the Superion head and just bring it up. Okay. Then we are going to take the Silverbolt head, rotate it in and around. And now on each arm, you're going to fold the hand in and then fold the elbow backwards and bring it into place, and it'll tab in. So once again, on this arm, you're going to bring the hand up, the elbow backwards, and then tab the whole thing into place. So the arms will look like this. Then you can bring the entire chest plate back into place, and now we can work on his legs fully. So you're going to take his feet and fold them up. Then you're going to rotate at the thighs and bring the leg around and activate the transformation joint instead of the knee. And the leg will eat the arm bit and tab into place. So you do that on both sides. And now you've got the legs done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the wings down, and they will tab into the legs. Then we can untab the nose cone completely, rotate it down, tab, there's little tabs here and slots on Superion's horns or antenna thingies, so you're just going to tab Superion's head into the nose cone. Then you can bring the entire nose cone down into place. You can open the nose cone, flip the nose cone tip out, close the rest of the nose cone up, and you come to the back and you take this panel, which is raised ever so slightly, and you're just going to compress that down. And finally, for landing gears, you'll take his hip skirts, and those will become landing gear. And then the final landing gear will flip out of Silverbolt's head. And there, or not Silverbolt, Superion's head. And there you have his jet mode. And this results in a really nice jet mode. Yeah, there's a robot hanging out underneath, but that's Silverbolt. And the jet mode overall is really nice. Now, the chunk also has a vehicle mode kind of configuration you can put it in. So for the chunk, you're going to want to take it and you're going to flip out these little wings. Then you're going to flip out these giant red connector pieces. And then you're going to take the big gun and you're going to flip up the barrel, flip up the handle, and then angle the end of the gun up like this. And then the end of the gun will tab right into this peg on the chunk. And there's the chunk's alt mode configuration. And then it is compatible with Silverbolt. So to do that, you're gonna first grab Silverbolt now, and you're fold up his landing gears, because the chunk is enough of a support on its own. Then you're gonna lift up his wings, and inside you can see these little panels, and you are just gonna fold out these smaller wing pieces, okay? Now we can take Silverbolt, and these orange thigh pieces are actually able to be grabbed by the chunk. So you can lock the chunk onto his thighs, and then the wings will close up and tab into the chunk. And then to finish it all off, you will take the tail fin of the main jet mode and split it. And now you've got, it doesn't fit in frame, I'll have pictures playing of it, the Superjet chunk transformation. So that's the Superjet chunk formation. Wow, that's a goofy concept, and I kind of love it. That's a real fun way to use the chunk.
Conclusion.
In the end, I think this is a really good figure, and I'm glad I started collecting Superion, because I got this figure, and this figure is really cool. I think if you like combiners, and you like just decent, fun figures, that this is a figure for you, and obviously, if you're making Superion, you have to buy this. So, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next time. If you made it to the end of this video, then thank you. This is obviously, if you looked at my channel, my first Transformers review. And if you enjoyed it, I plan on making more, so please like and subscribe. I will be uploading a Transformers review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time for the foreseeable future. So if you enjoyed what you see, please like, please subscribe, please turn on notifications. Okay. Thank you. Bye.